You're 17 years old, but your feet haven't belonged to you since you were 9. You bow low enough to be polite, smile just enough to seem real, speak just enough to be clever, all so no one calls you cheap. Tonight, you wear a pale pink kimono with cherry blossom embroidery, the kind of gift a man gives when he's drunk, guilty, or both. That man hasn't returned in 72 nights. Maybe he's dead. Maybe his wife found the note you hid in his sleeve. Doesn't really matter now. You light the lantern, fix your bun, dab a fresh layer of white powder across your cheeks. Your routine is precise, mechanical, unthinking. 3 men are waiting for you tonight. One is already drunk, one lost a child last month, and one wants to give you to his friend as a birthday surprise. You don't flinch. You've seen worse. This is just another evening in your life. A geisha in Edo, 1700s Japan. But that's not where you started. You were born in a fishing village near Osaka, a quiet place with loud hunger. You were the 3rd daughter, which means you were basically inventory. When the famine came, your mother sold you for 18 koku of rice. Your father didn't object. He said, "At least she'll live." You left home in a wooden cart that creaked louder than your goodbye. The woman who took you didn't smile. She didn't need to. She owned you. They burned your old clothes, gave you a new name, and told you to smile better than you speak. You cleaned floors, served tea, and learned the unspoken rules of your new life. Don't cry, don't talk, and never say no to someone richer than you. You learned to keep your back straight, your mouth small, and your emotions smaller. And that's how it began. You didn't choose the path. You were sold into it, and now you will live, serve, and maybe die in a kimono someone else chose for you. You're 8 years old, and you have no idea you're about to be turned into someone else. Your mother tells you you're going somewhere better, but she won't look you in the eyes. Your father doesn't speak, just counts the rice. The cart that takes you away smells like old straw and regret. You arrive at the Okiya, the geisha house, and nothing feels soft ever again. The mistress of the house looks at you the way a merchant looks at dried fish. They cut your hair, burn your old clothes, and give you a new name, one that sounds delicate but means nothing to you. At first, you clean floors, trays, sandals, and sometimes the older girl's mistakes. They laugh at your posture, mock your voice, and call your smile painful. You cry once, they slap you once, you learn quickly. No one here has time for feelings. Every morning starts before the sun, with the sound of the shamisen and sore wrists. You kneel on cold floors to practice tea ceremonies, even when your knees bruise like peaches. You memorize poems you don't understand and learn how to laugh without making a sound. You're not learning to live. You're learning to decorate someone else's evening. You're taught how to sit without slouching, how to walk without noise, how to serve without being seen. Every lesson comes with a reminder. Your debt is growing. Food, clothes, makeup, training. None of it is free and all of it is calculated. You are not a student. You are an investment. Your body is young, but your time is already being tallied like money. By 13, you've learned how to be silent, how to be still, and how to be wanted. You become a maiko, an apprentice geisha, and the makeup makes you look elegant or dead, depending on the light. Your first client calls you charming, your second asks for something extra, your third just stares. No one asks what you want, only what you cost. And so begins your official life, painted, polite, and permanently in debt. Your debut isn't grand, just a room that smells like old sake and disappointment. The first man you serve doesn't speak, he just stares at your hands for 2 hours. You pour, smile, bow, and leave. No one claps, but no one complains. That's called success. Every evening after that becomes part of the routine. You step into rooms like a shadow wrapped in silk. You serve drinks like they're medicine, carefully, quietly, without shaking. You smile on cue, laugh on command, and pretend to care what men say. Some men want attention, others want control. A few just want to see you break. You never break. You've learned how to compliment a man without meaning it, and how to reject him without letting him notice. You memorize every guest's favorite topic, favorite sake, and favorite lie. You become a master at pretending this is all effortless, but nothing is effortless. Every step in your geta makes your feet bleed a little. Every hour in the room makes your smile stiffer. You sing when asked, dance when demanded, and hide every twitch of fatigue. The white powder hides the sweat. The kimono hides the bruises, and silence hides everything else. They say your body is not for sale, technically. But money has its own language, and rules bend under enough weight. Sometimes, entertainment means dinner and music. Other times, it means locking the door from the outside. You survive either way, because surviving means reducing the debt. Every night you serve, the number shrinks, slowly, painfully, but measurably. And that number is the closest thing you have to freedom. Occasionally, someone gives you a poem, or a gift, or a compliment that almost feels real. You don't trust any of it, but you keep it, quietly, secretly, because even illusions feel better than nothing. At the end of each night, you remove your makeup like peeling off a mask you didn't choose. You look into the mirror and wonder if the girl underneath still remembers her name. You're 23 years old. In most lives, that's just the start. In yours, it's the beginning of the end. They don't call you old, they call you experienced, which means less requested. You still walk with grace, but now the younger girls walk faster. You still sing beautifully, but now their voices sound fresh. Your clients begin to fade, one by one. The generous merchant says he's busy. The sad poet says he's moved on. Even the drunk gambler prefers someone with more spark. One day, your name disappears from the event list. No warning, no explanation. You're moved to daytime appointments. Tea for rich wives, poetry for tourists. They call it honorable, but you know what it means. You're no longer valuable at night. You teach the younger girls how to bow properly, how to hold a fan, how to smile like it matters. They nod, say thank you, then do it their own way anyway. You try not to take it personally. But one of them wears your old hairpin and calls it hers. That one stings. Your body begins to protest. Knees crack, hands tremble, voice weakens. Your makeup doesn't glow anymore. It cracks and settles like dust on tired skin. You stop attending banquets altogether. You fold kimono instead, clean teacups, sweep the stage you used to dance on. You are still here, but you're not really seen. Sometimes a patron squints at you like he remembers you from somewhere. He doesn't. Eventually, even the house stops calling you by your geisha name. You go back to your birth name, the one no one ever used. And one day, you realize you've spent more time teaching than performing, more time remembering than being remembered. And no one is counting your debt anymore, because now you're no longer worth collecting from. You're 29. No one says it, but everyone knows. You've passed your prime. You no longer perform, you assist. You light lanterns, prep tea sets, fix loose hems on girls who still matter. You stop wearing full makeup, not because you don't want to, but because no one's asking for your face anymore. The newer girls giggle when you correct their posture. They smile when they think you're not watching. You teach because it's all you have left to offer. No one asks for your services, only your advice. You become the quiet one in the corner, always there, never noticed. Then one morning, your name is removed from the schedule, permanently. The house doesn't explain why, it doesn't have to. You're moved to a smaller room, in the back, near the storeroom. Your belongings fit in a single wooden box. Some days you don't speak at all, you stop counting days. One afternoon, you help a debuting Maiko get dressed. She's nervous. You calm her. She bows deeply and thanks you, sincerely. That's the last time someone does. A few weeks later, you get sick. Not dramatic, just tired. Too tired to stand, too tired to eat, too tired to care. You stay in bed and no one notices until the third day. The house sends incense, not flowers. The younger girls are told to bow when they pass your door, and that's it. No painting, no plaque, no name in the hall, just a quiet shuffle. Room cleaned, bedding changed, new girl moves in. She asks whose room this was. No one answers, because no one remembers, because now you're not even a story. You're just gone.